Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of J. Cruzy Films. I'm your host, Jonah Cruzy, and I've learned a lot of things in my first year of college. You don't really think that, other than education, but I've learned a lot of things. So, I decided for this video, I'm going to tell my top 5 things of what I've learned. And I made it vague enough to where other people can learn from it, so it's a little bit of a video of, hey, here's what I've learned. Take this into consideration when you graduate and go to college. But I made them vague enough so it can be for everybody and not just my personal things. So, without further ado, here is the top 5 things I've learned in college. Number 5. When rooming with someone, you share everything. Food, space, time, random things that you guys do, and just everything. Because this is the guy, or girl, depending on whoever, that you're basically spending your entire first year, second year, third year, whatever, with. They're with you almost all the time. You sleep with them, you sometimes eat with them. On your off times, if you're not out doing something, you're in your room with them, they're not doing something. They're basically there with you for your entire year. They're basically the first person that you meet. Someone that you can rely on. Which is good. It's there. But when you share everything, yeah, you think, oh, I'm gonna have to share with this guy pretty much everything? Yes. But honestly, it's good. We share food all the time. Sure, I asked Trey if I can have his stuff, but he always I always make sure to ask him the permission, and he makes sure to be fair to me. And I do the same. I share my food with him. We share each other's time because we're friends. We do that with each other. And we obviously have to share the space. This place is really small. Our beds take up almost the entire half of the room. And things. We play video games on his Wii all the time. We watch stuff on my computer. Pretty much we do a lot of things together because I gotta stick with this guy for my first year and we're gonna be rooming next year, so I'm gonna have to stick up with this guy for the rest of the time. This guy's awesome! I think he's awesome and he thinks I'm awesome too. At least I hope he does. Number 4. Get a job to get money. Now when you have college, you don't think that you really need a lot of stuff. Sure, you're gonna have to pay off tuition and room and board and whatever, but then there's student loans, and you think, oh, I'm gonna have to work off all this stuff in the future 10 years later. Yeah, but not if you get a job. A lot of colleges nowadays have some sort of financial stuff where you can get a job to help pay off your college fees. It's really helpful. I have one right now where I split it up in 2. 50% goes to my tuition, room and board, and then the other 50% goes to me, in my pocket. Because, yeah, that's what it does. It's basically so then save money to pay off stuff and have money to buy stuff. It's kind of useful, so I advise you all to get a job so you can pay stuff off. It's really useful, and I love my job. I'm stage manager with Wartburg Players, our drama troupe here. Pretty cool. Number 3. College may be fun, but classes are still there. Now, a lot of people stereotype college where it's nothing but fun. All those college bro movies and whatever. It's where oh, we get to party and whatever, drink beer, smoke weed, have fun. Yes. But college is also about classes, because that's the entire point of why you're going to college in the first place. To go to class, to get a better education, to get a PhD, depending on what you're doing. Sure, there's party, but you also gotta remember there's education there too. So, partying, save it for the weekends after you finish your homework and whatever. Believe me, I would often procrastinate on my stuff, and that was not a good idea. So, do your homework, party responsibly, have fun doing those parties. Number 2, you're responsible now. welcome to adulthood. You just turned 18 or you're 17 or whatever, and your first year of college, you're now an adult. You're a functioning adult. You have to be responsible for what you do. Now you think, well duh, it's college, you have to be. Yeah, but like you don't really realize it. You're just getting out of high school. You just had your summer. You didn't have to worry about a whole bunch of stuff. And then you're just like brought to this place where like, here's where you're living, here's where your classes are, bye. That's what my parents were like. It was like, hey, we're leaving you now, come visit us later when you're on breaks or whatever. And then they just left. My mom was like devastated, I was crying a little bit. Like my mom would always say, we're going to drop you off here and then go. We're not taking you with us. And I was like, I know. And it was hard, like getting used to everything. But now I'm just like, this is where I live now. It's actually hard to live at home because I'm just like, I want to be back at my place where I can have my own stuff and do my own things. It takes a little bit of time to like really register that you're here now. This is where you live, this is where you're having classes, this is college. That's what it's like, and it's kind of hard, but you'll eventually get used to it. And the number one thing that I have learned, the friends that I've made. Now, when I first got here, my first friend was Trey, because he's my roommate. But then I've made more friends. I've made so many new friends from like different things, from my major, from the Wartburg Players, choir, orchestra, and so on and so on. I've made a lot of friends that I did not honestly expect to make in my first year. But I've made them, and honestly, they're really cool. And I realized I gotta be friends with them. I mean, not only because like they're really cool and whatever, but because like we're living all on this campus together. This is where we are. And these guys are awesome because they're like with me. I've honestly had a lot better of a time here than I did in high school, to be completely honest. Because like I've had my friends in high school, but it was all about popularity and whatever. In college, you don't really have to worry about that. Because you're all adults, you're all new to this. Well, first years. But like, this is a new experience. You realize that in high school, it's not about all that. In college, you make your friends, because they often do say, college is a place where you make friends for a lifetime. Yeah, it's true. But I'm going to keep my friends from in high school and before that. My two best friends, I'm going to be knowing for years until for ever. And my friends I've made in high school, Morgan, and everybody's going to be friends too. Excuse me. That was a terrible sneeze. Anyway, sure, the people in high school and before that I'll be friends with. But the people that I'm going to be here at college are also going to be my friends. These are the people that I'm going to know. All of these people that I'm then meeting in college, they're my friends. And it's honestly the best thing knowing them. Anyway, that's the top 5 things that I've learned. So, yeah, take this all into consideration when you graduate and go off to college. Or, if you have, show this to your friends and whatever. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.